Well, hello, and welcome to the Relationship Theory. Here we take difficult emotions in and we talk them out like they are a regular conversation. A night before Christmas. Aside from Christmas being my favorite holiday, and that it's pretty much the evidence that there are holidays on holidays on holidays around that holiday. A night before Christmas, if you know about Scrooge, you know about identities that despise community, communing and connecting. You know about those people. What you don't know about those people is that those types of people are versions of yourself out there in the world that may not have gone through something called a humiliation ritual. And now, before you get all hocus pocus with me, I'm going to start immediately with this. Humiliation rituals are not something that other people decide for you. It's something you decide for yourself based off of experiences that repeat and repeat and repeat until you are complete. Complete how? What are your experiences teaching you? What are the things that evoke the most emotion within you? What are the things that you, in my case, would be so embarrassed about that seems to be what your life surrounds itself with? Just to start, humiliation ritual. For me, it's embarrassment. Anything I ever feel when it comes to my life ever since I was a youth, but until death, the reality is going to be embarrassment. Why? Because I'm one of the boldest individuals you will ever know, and every move I make, as common as it seems to me, is something embarrassing to other people. Why? Because you will note courage. You will take note of bravery. There is no modesty. It's merely valor on a level that is beyond doubt. And that's more than a role. It's just what it is with me. When I feel emotion, I make people feel emotions that of embarrassment because I believe that much in myself. The thing about humiliation rituals is other key. Like I said, you decide this by yourself, and it's based off of your experiences. You have to revisit the past. You do. Sometimes the only way to look back is to move forward, because the stronger version of you is in the future who can look back at the past. Sometimes you need to take enough steps to get that place of rest in your heart and in your body. And a lot of people, they look for rest, but they don't look for it in progression. They don't look for it in forward movement. And that's the issue. Most people are looking for rest stops and pit stops all the way until the end. It's like, stop looking for the pit stop and just move forward. Why? Because those rest stops and pit stops are exactly the places of respite that you need to look back on stuff and to engage in retrospection. You don't always need a perspective, you need retrospection. And that's just what it is. When you're enduring life, the times when you remember things, that occasion is usually actually because of pit stops in your life. You don't need to look back all the time. Looking back is not one of those brave things that you have to engage in. It's not necessarily a brave thing as much as it is you simply rearranging the facts. It's not delusion though. Only you remember what you've been through. So you're not deluding yourself when you rearrange the facts of the past, because the younger you did not know the full story. You don't need the justice system behind you to tell you what it is about your every move if you're the one doing it yourself. But the only way to do that is to take stock of what you have. Your experiences give you everything you need to take stock of what you have. It's never an arduous journey when you learn that looking back takes moving forward sometimes. It just isn't. And that's a general rule that I usually apply to myself. Sometimes there are people or places or things that I want to look back on with fondness. But then I find that the fondness is actually in moving forward as if it never meant anything to me. Because it's in the moment I get some time alone, some true time alone, rather than in the moment fondness catches me. That's when I actually get to appreciate the moment for what it is, because there's value and virtue and a moral in it. That's what Scrooge had to learn. He died, I believe, in A Night Before Christmas, or he was in a dream. But nonetheless, it took him to every place and every person that he experienced and that experienced him, and he learned something. It taught him a lesson. And the thing about learning lessons like that in dreams or in visions where it seems you're too far gone to be able to have the people that were around you to reach out to you, is when it comes to humiliation rituals, we get that opportunity. Humiliation rituals give us the opportunity to look back on the past and rearrange the facts and pick up the value, the virtue, and the moral that we were meant to leave in the world. Because sometimes what you learn isn't for you to learn, it's for you to pass on. That word passion, pass I on. And yet sometimes the stories are big enough to supplant you in its story, and your only job, your only role is to tell it to someone else. That's this episode of The Relationship Theory. Enjoy the rest of your day.